So if you're thinking about doing self-publishing and you're wondering, is it really profitable and do people really make money with self-publishing? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you how I was able to make over $180,000 with Kindle self-publishing. And I'm also going to share with you my best tips for creating success in 2019. Anyway, so let's just dive right into today's video. Today I'm talking about how I was able to make over $180,000 on the Kindle Publishing platform. So I got started publishing back in 2015, the beginning of 2015, somewhere around January, and I published about 33 books up until about December of 2016, and I haven't published any books since then. And just to give you an overview, how I was able to write 33 books in 1 year is that I didn't actually write them. What I would do is I would find profitable niches to write about, and then I would just outline the book. Outline the chapters in the book. I would ship it off to a ghostwriter. I would get the book back, make some minor changes to it, and I would publish it at that point. So I didn't actually write all of the books. I probably wouldn't have been able to do 33 books. What I wanted to show you, the most amazing thing that I've discovered with self-publishing is how truly passive the income is. Because I haven't done any work to any of these books. I haven't published another book. I am just starting to promote now to try and pick the sales up a little bit, but I haven't done anything in those 3 years, so since I stopped publishing. So it is truly an amazing source of passive income. And right now what I want to do is I just want to give you a quick look in my back office of my KDP account. That stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. And I just want to give you a snapshot of what is actually possible. In the back of my Kindle dashboard, we're in the reports section. And what you're looking at right now is some historical data on my sales. So this goes all the way back to 2015, actually a little bit in 2014. I must have published books somewhere in November, it looks like. Maybe, so it looks like I did have some sales. Looks like I might have sold about 39 books. And as you can see, most of my sales happened in 2015 when I was really active in publishing and in promotions. And then they started to taper off as I became less inactive and didn't publish anymore and didn't really do any promotion. But at one point, like this tallest bar here, I was selling about 1,939 ebooks. So you'll see in 2019, you can see that I did sell 375 paper books. They are starting to report on here. And I still sold 328 ebooks, which is really still phenomenal considering that I'm not doing any promotions. And well, I'm just actually getting started doing promotions. And so that's pretty phenomenal. And I just want to give you a look at my history over my total royalties since I got started. And this is a little snapshot of that, but yeah, sometimes I'm shocked to see, how much I actually made over the course of that time for just doing 1 year's worth of work. So I put the time in for 1 year, and I'm being paid for the last 3 or 4 years. So it is pretty amazing passive income. And to be honest with you, I shouldn't have allowed it to be as passive as I did. I should have promoted it because I would have made more money with it. And but still, I'm pretty happy with the results. But as you can see, I made $123,092 in US currency. And since we sell books all over the world, there are different currencies and they have to be converted into US dollars. So as you can see, GBP and euros. I actually love selling books in Europe because when they convert out, they convert to higher US dollars. So this $27,767 today would convert into $36,000. So it's actually higher than that. And the same with the euros. And I haven't figured out all of these and converted all of them, but they come somewhere about $180,000 that I've made over the course of since I got started. And I just want to show you one other thing, more recent payments. So as you're looking on here, we're looking at more recent actual payments that got paid into my account, and they are in US dollars. And since Kindle, the platform, when they pay you, it is done 2 months in arrears. So they're just paying me for February's sales and royalties, and they just hit April 29th. So they're about 2 months behind on their payments. Okay, so as you can see over here with the payout amount, let's see, up to about here, April 26th. So all these payments from here to here were made for, these were February royalties, and it comes to about a little bit over $1,800 that I made for the month. So that's still pretty, pretty amazing income considering that I haven't, published any more books since then. So, but to be honest, like I said, I shouldn't have been as passive as I was. I should have actually did some promotion, and because I could have made more money. And there's another thing that I could have done too that would have increased my funds. And I already had the work done, so I already wrote the book, but I could have created it into an audiobook. So I kind of regret that I didn't do that, because I don't know if you know, but audiobooks have recently just overtaken the sale of ebooks. So now we're selling more audiobooks are being sold now than ebooks. So that is really an up and coming industry. And you want to make sure that if you are writing a book that you do put it in the audio format. Kindle has their own audio format. It used to be audible.com. It still is, but they actually purchased audible.com. So they will sell your books on the same platform. You can buy it there. So, and I just started, I just had my most popular book that I have that does the best for me. I just had that narrated recently, and I'm waiting for that to get approved by Amazon so that I can start selling it. And I have a feeling that it is going to do really well. All right, so now what I want to do is I just want to go over my 5 most important tips for creating success in 2019 with self-publishing. And number 1 on my list is that you want to make sure that you are creating content in a niche that you are genuinely passionate about or have some kind of an expertise in. And unlike what I did, publish books in a broad variety of niches that I thought would make money. And one of the reasons why you need to do that is because the Kindle platform has changed since I first got started. You have to have your own audience now if you want to have success in Kindle publishing. Another reason is, you will genuinely, if you don't have a passion in the niche or a genuine interest, then you are going to get bored with the content, and you're not going to be able to provide your audience with the kind of value that they're going to be able to relate to. And one of the things that I always did strive to do was to give my audience what I call aha moments. And that is basically some kind of value that they weren't able to get in other books. And I figured if I could give them a few golden nuggets in every book, then their overall view of the book would be positive, and that would lead to more sales and more positive reviews. Okay, so number 2 is you want to make sure that you are writing all your books in the same niche. And I know we all have our own different passions, but the problem with that is, let's say you have a passion in fitness and you also have a passion in, say, knitting. The problem with that is you're not going to get your audience from fitness to transition over to knitting. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Or you're going to get like a really small percentage of people who will transition over. But in order to be successful in 2019, it's going to be really important that you build your own audience. And the way that you can do that is by staying in the same niche. Because there's going to be a certain percentage of people who bought your first book, let's say if it was in fitness, they're going to go on to buy your other books in fitness or your other products that you're promoting. So number 2, you really need to make sure that you're delivering the kind of content that your audience wants. All right, guys, so number 3 on our list is you want to make sure that you are building your email list. Building an email list is probably one of the most important things that you can do. It's going to help you to promote your books and to generate sales, and it's also going to help you to generate more reviews of your books. And reviews are what is going to help you to rank even higher in Amazon so that you can generate even more sales. And one of the ways that I do this is by putting a little link in the first couple pages of all my books, and the link will go to an opt-in page where I give away a free gift. And usually the gift is it's related to the contents of the book. And the reason why I put the link in the first couple pages is so that it shows up in the preview section when they are deciding whether they want to buy my book or not. And now there is a good percentage of people who may not actually buy the book, but they will opt in and download the free gift, which I am perfectly fine with, because that gives me another opportunity to promote my books to them in the future. Next on our list, you want to make sure that you are writing books that are between 100 and 200 pages. That is where I found the sweet spot is. Anything under 100 pages is not enough. Anything over 200 pages tends to be too wordy. And I know there's a lot of people out there on gurus and selling courses and on video telling you that you can write books about 7,500 words. But I'm going to tell you, if you do that, you're going to end up with a book that looks like this. And you can see how thin the book is. And this is probably about 7,500 words. And what's going to happen is it tends to make your readers mad, and they feel like they got ripped off. And what's going to happen is they're going to leave bad reviews on your book. So make sure that you are not writing, you don't want to make sure your books are not too short. But at the same time, you want to make sure that your books are also not too long, not too wordy and repetitious, because, I mean, let's face it, our attention spans are not what they used to be. And I don't know about you, but if I have to struggle through a book and I'm not able to finish it, it really tends to frustrate me and make me mad. And I tend to blame the author for being unnecessarily wordy and repetitious. So if you want to keep your reader happy, make sure that you are keeping that in the sweet spot. Because when you do, you're going to be able to keep your book on point, and your audience is really going to appreciate it. Okay, so my last tip on self-publishing is to create multiple streams of income. So don't think of your book as just a book that creates sales. Think of the book as something that is going to create a whole brand around you. Because remember, you don't actually own the Amazon platform. Amazon owns it, and anytime they want to shut down your account, they can do that. I've seen it happen to so many other publishers. So what you want to do is you want to insulate yourself from that. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So you want to create multiple streams of income. And the one way that you can do that is by promoting other products that are related to your niche. So let's just say, for example, that you are in the dog training niche. What you can do is create a Shopify store that sells dog training products, or you can become an affiliate for dog training products. You can create courses for dog training. It's another way to create income. You can also use your book to promote your other social media websites. So don't think of your book as just a book. You want to think of your book as a really powerful lead generator. I remember I used to pay over $1 per lead when I was doing a lot of paid advertising with Facebook. And now I actually get paid for people to opt into my list so that I can promote other products to them. So it's really quite amazing, and I don't think people really take enough advantage of that. Alright guys, so that was it. That is my 5 best self-publishing tips. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Or if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. Also, if you like this video, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. That lets me know that I should create more content like this. And if you would, if you'd like me to do more tutorials on Kindle Publishing, just leave me a comment below and let me know. I actually really love doing these types of videos. So you guys take care. Talk to you soon.